Hey, this is Mike and Shannon, Backroadsvanner. We are out here in Wyoming. We're just south of Casper, Wyoming, and we're headed up to Billings, Montana. And we reached out to a fellow vanner that's out traveling. It's Adventure Van Man, and he is camping in the area, and we found out he's about 20 minutes away from where we're at. So we reached out to him for a meetup, and he agreed to meet with us. So we're going to get off the highway here and go find out where he's camping and meet him. We're kind of excited. This is our first meetup, meeting somebody that's doing basically something similar to what we're doing. We're traveling in our van and camping out and sharing our experiences on YouTube. So we're going to see Adventure Van Man. We'll see him here shortly, so stick around.
Bridge Park. No pets allowed.
For the 10th time.
So you dogs, lay low. You're not going to get out.
Hey, this is Mike with Backroadsvanner, and I got a great video for you today. Shannon and I are out driving, and we're going up through Wyoming on our way up to Billings, Montana, and we get a little message on the phone that somebody just posted a new video, and it's somebody that I've been watching his channel for a little while now, and it's Brian with Adventure Van Man. And so Brian is camped out at a fabulous place just south of what's the name of this town? Sheridan?
No, near Casper, Wyoming.
Near Casper, Wyoming, okay? Very near Casper. But Shannon, if you'll turn around and just show the view a little bit and show where Brian is camped out.
Try not to make everybody dizzy.
Pretty nice spot, if I do say so myself.
I'm trying not to make everybody
That's a nice
dizzy.
gimbal you got there. You're doing a fine job. Anyhow, we're camped out, and this is Brian's sticker right here. We just put that on. We exchanged stickers, and this is a good friend Jed's as well. And once again, this is the Backroadsvanner. And come over here, we're going to introduce you to Brian. This is his setup. This is his van that he's been camping out of. And Brian actually lives out of his van and has been living out of it for... Brian, how long have you been living out of your van?
Almost 3 years.
3 years he's been living out of his van. He's got a great setup here. So I want to introduce everybody to Van Man, Adventure Van Man. He's got some great videos and a great channel. What is it, Adventure Van Man?
Adventure Van Man on YouTube, one word.
That's it.
Yep.
So check out that. Now we're going to take a closer look of his van, and come on in and... Brian, tell us a little about your van.
This is my home on wheels. This is a 97 Dodge short van. It's got a V6 in it. Got it as a work cargo van. It was a retired AT&T van, and it was basically just had toolboxes in it, so I gutted it and just started building it out. Built a bed in back and just pieced it together as I went. It wasn't really planned out. I had a lot of scrap wood that I used, and just kind of knew what I needed and just built it as I went.
And I am known as the practical vanner.
Right.
Everything on my van is practical, and people know that as practical Mike, because everything has its use. And yours looks very similar to that. This is not really a show van. You've got your drawers, you've got your cabinets, you've got all your storage. And I notice you even have solar panels up on top, too.
I do. Yeah, I got 200 watts of solar. That basically, the main reason for the solar Got 2 batteries that I keep under my shelving there. That runs my 12-volt Dometic fridge. This is a CF18. It's the smallest 12-volt fridge freezer. It can be a freezer. You can turn it down and make it a freezer. So I kind of just, with what I had, you know, I had the fridge, so I built this around the fridge. I knew I needed a place to cook, so I just kind of tried to, for functional purposes, just go with what I
Pardon
needed.
me for 1 second.
Yep.
Speaking of cooking, you got to check out some of his videos. Every time I watch him, he makes me hungry to die. I say, what is he doing?
Gotta eat. Gotta eat on the road. So,
Yes.
Yeah, that's, you know, I found being out here, having the time, that's one of the things I enjoy to do most, is to cook.
Yeah.
What a better thing to go out for a nice long hike, come back hungry, and prepare a nice meal and enjoy it out.
And when you're in the rat race of working, living in a house, mowing the yard, taking care of everything, cooking seems to be more of a chore.
Right.
And when you're out like this, it's just kind of an adventure.
Yeah.
You just have all the time in the world, and you know, you have all the comforts of home. I mean, a skillet and a cooktop
Pretty much.
and fresh food.
There's not a whole lot that I really need. There's very, very, very few moments in my life where I think, oh, gosh, I need this, I need that, or I wish I had this. I pretty much have everything I need. I have a system for a toilet, shower setup. I use an outdoor shower tent. So pretty much everything. I've been on the road for a full year, and I really haven't run into something that I really think that I need that I don't have. So yeah, overall, it's been a great life for me. I've seen more things I've ever seen. I've met more great people. It's just the pluses. It's just amazing.
You bring up a good point. When people travel, they always take way more than they need.
Right.
And that's the one thing that I've noticed. If you go on a trip, they pack the suitcase and they get on top of it and they just pack every last thing they can get in it. And they're just going away for 3 days,
Right.
4 days, right? But they think they're going to need it. And it's the same thing with the van. You think, oh, I'm going to need this, I'm going to need this. And you really, it boils down to just the bare necessities sometimes. And simpler is sometimes better.
It really is. And I know and I realize that everyone's different. But I really do believe that the majority of people, if you just try it and get used to it, going simpler is easier. It's much less fuss, much less maintenance. And you know, I know a lot of people that's how they prefer, and even less than this. I've met tent campers that say they've tried RVs and it's too much trouble. You get out, you see more, you have more fun.
Right.
You're not messing around with stuff.
In one of my videos talking about how to convert your cargo van to a camper van, I say, you know what? You really don't need all this. You can just throw a mattress in the back and just get out and just try it and enjoy it. And then you'll come across and you'll say, well, I do need this or I do need that. But the biggest thing is just getting out there and doing it and just enjoying nature.
Because you'll figure all that out as you go. That's like me. I was mentioning to you, I used to have a sink here. I designed this to have a sink and a place for gray water, and then I realized that I wasn't using it. I thought, well, I'm not going to have something here that's taking up space that I'm not using, so I removed the sink. Now I have a bigger countertop. And
you've got room for your cooler down underneath.
So it's really stuff like that, and that's really been one of the few things that, you asked if there was anything else that I was going to do to this van. There's just nothing really major that I could come up with. I mean, I could do things to make it look nicer or look cooler, but really as far as functionality, it does everything. I don't need to spend any more money on it. I mean, if I just want to go out and spend money, sure, I could find a ton of stuff, but I don't need to. It works just fine.
That's right. Anyhow, this is great.
Yeah,
this is great. And Brian has been doing it for a while, and I mean, you got to be real about this, you know. If it's not working, there's a lot of people that try it and it's just not for them.
Yep.
It's just not for them, and they go back to living a regular life. And this is for, the type of person that enjoys this type of thing and enjoys being outside in the simpler life. And that's what we're all about.
Yep.
So
yeah, it's been a good thing. Another great part of this is meeting up with great people like you guys. It amazes me, like you said, the coincidence, and we couldn't. That kind of stuff happens to me all the time. It's just especially sharing your stuff on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you're kind of, socially putting yourself out there on the internet, so it makes it much easier for people to say, hey, I'm in this area, maybe we can try to meet up. And, you know, different gatherings and stuff. And for me, it's been one of the best parts.
We were literally 30 minutes away when you posted the video. I mean, literally, we were just going down the road, and you're just a spit off the main road that we were going down, and so it was like, what a coincidence. So yeah, it's pretty cool that we do that. And Brian, by the way, is the first YouTuber that we've met. He's got a great YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, go to Adventure Van Man, check out his videos, and stick around for the cooking, because it's well worth it, okay?
All right.
Stick around for that. Anyhow, this is Mike with Backroadsvanner. Great to meet you, Brian, and
pleasure,
good
Mike.
luck with
Been a
you and your
pleasure.
travels, and we look forward to seeing you again on down the road, and make it a back road.
That's right. Thanks, guys. Backroadsvanner, Camper Van Kevin.
Yep.
He's got a cool channel. And then I met this guy out at the gathering. He kind of tries to raise awareness for outdoors, environmental protection stuff.
Cool.
And yeah,
And there's
got room for more.
sticker.